Hey guys, you're watching how to use templates and clone in VMware. The assumption of this lab are VMs must exist in inventory and vSphere client correctly configured. The objectives of this lab is to create template, to copy sysprep files, to create customization specifications, deploy VM, and clone VMs. So now I'm here now in vCenter server. So I have got one VM. So first I'll shut down this VM. Once this is shut down, then I'll create templates, right click on VMs and go to template and then click on convert to template. Once the machine is converted to template, then I'll change the location of this file from lab VM to template. So now as you can see, the next step is to obtain sysprep files, extract sysprep files and copy file to correct directory. So I'm here in Microsoft website where I can get sysprep file for my Windows Server 2003 64 edition server. So I'm going to click on download, click on no, and there is a small link, start download link. I click on that and my sysprep file is downloading. I'll save and I'll save this on my desktop and I'll rename this file as sysprep and click on save. Close this tab, minimize, and next thing is I'm going to create a folder to extract that sysprep file. So I'll rename this folder as sysprep and to extract the sysprep file I'll go on command prompt. I will type the name of sysprep file. First thing is I have to change the directory and now type the sysprep file, sysprep.exe space / and X. Now I'll browse to my sysprep folder which is on desktop. Click OK. Click OK. The extracts is complete. So now I go on sysprep folder and I have to find a deploy.cap file. So I have to open this deploy file and I copy all the file and I'll paste it on a sysprep directory. So I go on start computer and click on C drive is program and data folder. So I go on VMware and inside VMware virtual center and inside sysprep folder and inside server 2003 64 and I'll paste that file here. Is I'm doing this because I'm using 64 editions 2003 server. So with that, now I can create customization specification. Now I'm in vCenter server. So now I'm going to create customization specification for template deployment. For this, go on home and go on custom specification manager. So click on new. So in target virtual machine or OS, select window and in the name field I'll write copy custom spec and then I'll click next and I'll write the name and organization. So name is VMware student and I'll write organization is VMware. So I'll click on next. For the computer name option, I'll use the virtual machine name. Click on next and use default and write admin password here. Click on next, and I'll use the time zone, and I'll use all the default setting. Once this finish, now I can see Covey custom is fake, so I'll use this to deploy my template. Once again, I'm in vCenter server and I'm going to deploy VMs from my template and allow my vCenter server to customize the guest operating system. So here in my template, I'm going to right click and deploy virtual machine from the template, and I'll write the name of VMs as Covey 01-3, and I'll select the inventory location. I'll select lab VMs and I click next, and I have to choose the host. I have got a lab cluster, so I click on next and I'll choose the host, so click next, and I'm using a VM storage profile, so I'm using one of my VMFS, so I'm using VMFS storage as the location for this VM, and I click on next, and I'm going to choose my existing customization specification which I've created before, and I'm going to tick on power on virtual machine after creation, and I click next and I click finish. So now I've deployed VMs from the template, so this is in process, so this process will take time, so I'm going to pause this video for a while. Now I am on task and status screen, so here we can see that our VMs have just been deployed from the template, and I can see my template and I can see my VMs here. So I'm going to make a clone of these VMs. I'm right click my VM and I select clone, and I'll type the name of clone as hot clone, and I'll select the inventory location as lab VMs and I click on next. Here I have to choose the host, so this is my lab cluster, so click on next and I'll choose the same host as before, and I have to choose the VM storage profile, and this time I'll select VMFS01 as my VM's location, and I'll choose the same customization specification which I've created before. I select this option and then I'll check on the box power on virtual machine after creation, and then I click next and finish. So the cloning of my VMs is in the process, so this will also take some time, so I'm going to pause this video. So here in a task and status tab, so I can see that my VMs have just been cloned from other VMs. So this way I finish what we learned in this lab. Yes, we learned to create template, we learned to copy system file to correct location on vCenter server, and we learned to create customization specification, we learned to deploy virtual machine from template, and finally we learned to clone a virtual machine. Thanks for watching.